Hello, Katawa Shoujo.
Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now. Not moving my foot from the cord.
Oh, okay. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's, I heave a sigh.
Just reset your computer hard drive and you have nothing on it anymore.
Good. Can you not do stuff like that?
Okay.
I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. Classrooms closest to ours are designated belonging to classes 3-1 and 3-2 on the right side and 3-4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same.
Where's 3-3? Screw the rest of this game, we're gonna find classroom 3-3.
We're in classroom 3-3!
Shut up!
Yeah. How dumb are you?
Let's find it, James!
Further down the corridor, still with identical doors, are rooms I didn't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as such. I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept, or not in use. Am I in the right place?
Is classroom 3-3?
Desks and chairs are all around the room. A thin layer of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corners, so at least this looks like the right place.
Could be 3-3.
You're retarded. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody home? Something catches my eyes and I stop mid-sentence. Sitting on a desk is a short-haired girl curiously wearing a boy's uniform with a fork between her toes, and lots of the food stuck firmly on the end. This odd way of dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of habit.
Yes!
But her presence here is what takes me back even more. How did I miss her before? She's in the corner very still, but still someone took her as a part of the furnishing, or a statue at first glance. I'm not being too observant today as a whole. The girl seems to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in headlights.
I think it's deer in headlights.
Rabbit. She's staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork. I'm staring at her mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence, and trying to think if I should. This weird stairway keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuated only by the wall clock ticking rhythmically. Oh, I'm scared.
Thinkity, thinkity, think, think, think. Hello. Just ghost now. I'm just gonna tell you. Hello.
No! The girl stuffs the fork full in her mouth and is now staring at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello. I was told to pick up some supplies from here. There's some festival stalls, I think. I don't think there would be someone in here.
There isn't. That's why I came here too.
She picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here then? She raises her eyebrows as she was suspecting my observation was false.
You're pretty observant. I guess it does. Who are you?
This girl is pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakai. The sound Nakai. I was just transferred in on Monday.
I'm Rin. Tezuka Rin. Rin Tezuka. I won't shake hands with you, but at least you know. I get it, because she doesn't have hands! Oh, she's clever. She's a clever one. That's very nice.
The deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking about shaking
I
hands.
got it, got it right! Yes! Yeah! High five! Yeah!
And you've already forgotten the voice. Kind of bothers me joking about these matters. Doesn't feel appropriate at all. Well, I'm trying to figure what's appropriate and whether this girl is. She seems to have lost interest in me and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue?
No! Bad! Bad, James!
I've done that 2 or 3 times today.
Can I continue my lunch if you don't mind? I don't mind you. If you need to get your stuff, the supplies are at the back.
Go right ahead, but lunch? School's already over for the day.
What? word would you use then? There's no word for a meal you eat after lunch before dinner, right? It bothers me very much too, but I don't really know what I would say.
I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with.
But I'm hungry now, and my delicious boxed lunch would go to waste otherwise. I have curry. It's very delicious.
With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up the fork between her toes, and with at least as much impoliteness, she points it straight at me.
So, Nakai, what brings you to this place?
Like I said, I was told to look for these things.
No, the school. From outside you look fine. Is your problem inside?
Come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I
can guess. I'm good at guessing. Better than most people.
Rin cuts me off before I can answer her question. I'll skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. I froze in front of the issue again. I haven't even told anyone here about my condition. Maybe it's only because it hasn't really come up. I do get the feeling that not making issues of this are part of the social code here, as the teacher said. I wonder if the people here could relate, probably not any better than any normal person could. I can't relate to Yune's circumstances, or Lily's either. Naturally, while I go through this in my head, Rin keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overtly contemplative look on her face. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, looking at the ceiling as if the answer is written up there. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a mask of dark shadow on the other side.
I don't think it's anything in your head, or something in your guts would be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious. The problem must be in your pants. You have no penis!
This messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement, and the sheer lack of tact it was delivered with catches me completely off guard. I'm being called on everything! Okay, it stopped.
Problem solved.
I think I might have reeled back even physically as Rin's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment.
So I was right. There's something wrong. Ah, I got it right again! Haha! There's something wrong with your tackle, isn't there?
That was a pretty obvious one. Okay, Alex just threw a pen at me.
Ring pen! Get it right!
Still partially in shock, but recognizing the need to reply something, I spit out the first thing that I can think of. No, nothing like that. I have a heart problem. Arrhythmia.
Sure.
I said it. More like blurted it out, but I said it. The girl in front of me presses her lips together and glowers at me, looking very disappointed.
Sure. Definitely. Arrhythmia. How boring. Trouble in the pants would be much more scandalous.
What's with this reaction? I'm sorry to let you down.
I forgive you. Just, I collect people, and a person with, you know, that kind of problem would have been really great. She collects people.
Collect?
People with different problems. I keep them in my basement.
Ah, so you just, like, go around asking people what's wrong with them?
Pretty much.
I see.
I try to grab them and kidnap them, but, you know.
With little left to say, Rin resumes her lunch, and the conversation dies away. I keep thinking about what was said. It's the first time I told anyone else about my condition. All the other people have either known about it already or heard about it from someone else. Or didn't need to know about it, like every other student here so far. Should I have told it as a natural part of the introductions? Is it expected of me? Hi, I'm Hisao. I have a very serious heart condition. Is that how I'm supposed to go around introducing myself from now on? As if our disabilities would define us? What is Gusting's thought? Maybe this Tezuka girl just has an unnatural interest in such things. As I walk towards the back of the room to pick up the items on Misha's list, a chance opens to study Rin from the corner of my eye. Her hair is a burnt auburn, almost orange, and cropped short. Long hair would probably be impossible with no arms. The boy's uniform and the lack of arms make her look very thin, almost scrawny.
The lack of arms.
What? What's so funny about that?
It's like the boy's uniform and not having arms.
She's not particularly pretty, except for her murky green eyes, which flicker restlessly from below her short bangs, even while she eats.
Of course she looks thin if she doesn't have arms. But do you think think she has shoulders, or is it just flat gold?
She has shoulders. You can see her shoulders.
You don't have shoulders!
The distance and the shadows make it seem like they don't reflect sunlight at all, but instead absorb all of it within them like deep wells. She moves her feet almost as deftly as a normal person would use their arms. However, I can see how this sight could discomfort people, especially while eating. Makes me feel a bit uncomfortable at least. I hesitate to think about the word unnatural. It's too late now, isn't it? I keep searching the cabins and shelves for Misha's things, but after enough time passes, the silence grows too uncomfortable, so I try to force some conversation out of this strange girl. So, do you always eat alone and this late, or do you get the occasional visitor?
Visitors? Maybe you're my first occasional visitor, but I don't always eat alone either. Sometimes I eat with a certain person on the roof, if she's not horsing around.
Horsing?
She likes to do sports.
Oh. That's all I can think of to say.
It's the chick that wears underwear to do things.
Both of us fall silent again as Rin forks the last bit of her meal into her mouth. I look down at my hole and double check it with Misha's list. It seems I have everything except plywood. So I think I have all the things now.
That's very nice for you. Don't feel obliged to stay. I was about to take a nap anyway. You need to do whatever you're going to do with that stuff anyway, right? Or perhaps you'd like to watch girls sleeping. Well.
She found out my secret. I'm not sure what to make of this, but Rin looks serious. Even if I did, I think I have to be going. I'll catch you around, Tezuka.
You can call me Rin. I feel that our relationship at this point is good enough to warrant as much.
I was already turning to make my exit, but she draws me back in. Fine, then I'm Hisao. She looks so bored.
I know, because Hisao's the most boring person that ever existed. He's either hating on handicapped people or just complaining about shit.
Okay. This is my line. Rin looks at me hard in the eyes, but that intimidating feeling you get when someone stares at you isn't there. It's like she actually is not looking at me at all. She blinks a couple of times, and I can't figure out why a pause like this just popped between us out of nowhere.
See you later, Hisao.
There was something like a tiny smile there in her face, maybe. Quietly back out of the room as I shut the door in front of my face, I whisper to myself, "What an intriguing person." From inside, I hear a muffled sing-song voice.
I heard that.
Ah!
What did you hear?
God, she's just there. Boom. I jump at the sudden appearance of Misha, who I had not heard approaching despite the completely empty hallway. Somehow she had gotten to jumping distance of me without making a sound. Creepy. Briefly reminds me of Kenji's nutty theory about a global feminist conspiracy, but I push that thought aside.
Kenji.
Ah!
Oh my god!
They're multiplying.
Yes.
Suzuna stands slightly behind Misha, looking aloof, as she couldn't have heard the remark that drew Misha's attention, but Misha is visibly excited.
No, wait! More importantly, who's in there? There's no club meetings today.
She tries to curiously peek past me, even though the door prevents me from seeing her anyway. I got it right, and then I tried to correct myself from being right. What are you doing here?
It took so long that we had to come check what was wrong. That's not good, Chan.
She wags her finger at me scoldingly. It's my eye.
Good. I found plywood, but everything else is still missing because you're a tardy.
Oh, sorry, I got the things here. I was just going to bring them.
I think you're up to some mischief, Chan. Who's in there with you? I wonder.
Misha says something quickly to Shizune, pointing at her own ear a couple of times. Shizune immediately pushes away past me and opens the door into the classroom I just left. No!
Yeah.
I can only imagine the shock she is experiencing. To Shizune's diligence and attitude, the insolence of daring to deface school property by sleeping on top of it must be too much to bear. And indeed, she stares at her and frozen in place apart from the slight, noticeable trembling of her shoulders. Suppressed rage, I'm sure. Instead of blowing up, Shizune just takes a few deep breaths, adjusts her glasses, and slams the door shut, turning to sign furiously at Misha. Maybe she did blow up, but I can't understand it. She shoots a very loaded stare at me too, as if it was somehow my fault that Rin is sleeping on one of the tables. I hope she's not getting any funny ideas about the reason of my tardiness.
Hello?
Rin's voice comes from the other side of the door and it takes a few eye blinks to realize she might have trouble opening it.
Oh, I get it! Because she has no arms!
Why does it take you so long to get that? Open the door to find Rin directly behind it, looking at us with a half-interested, half-sleepy face.
Hello? Mr. Zuka, what do you think you're doing? You're absolutely not permitted to use school property for such disgraceful activity. It sure is suddenly crowded in here. I didn't know I was this popular.
It's hard to say whether she's happy or unhappy about this turn of events. Are you trying to, like, tie up all my cords?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've only done one.
Stop it! At any rate, she ignores Shizune/Misha's scolding, so they have no choice but to drop the issue. Shizune taps Misha's shoulder, points at Ring, and makes some quick signs. Shoulder is a hard word.
You just said that, James. Popularity aside, please don't do that anymore. Anyway, how's your project going? Will it be done for the festival?
Rin looks at them blankly, apparently at ease, under the pressure Shizune's cold stare is putting on her.
I keep wondering about that myself, too.
You started with Misha's voice.
And? Well, think about it harder.
Misha signs her reply to Shizune. Her face turns into an unsatisfied frown. Yeah.
Mr. Zuka, please try to take this seriously. It'll be a disaster if the wall looks like someone threw up their lunch onto it.
Rin nods assertively.
We'll think more seriously.
Misha actually giggles at that, but Shizune doesn't, not even after translation. She just shakes her head,
And
takes her materials from me,
disappears.
and takes off with Misha in tow.
Disappears. Go school, go school. The
Those
handicapped ghost can
expense school.
go to school.
Rin frowns thoughtfully as she looks after the retreating student council duo.
Wrong. How rude. It's true though, I must finish my project before the weekend. There'll be dire consequences if I don't. The end of the world as we know it. The end of the world as we know it.
You didn't need to read that again.
Huh?
That's the second half.
Oh, did the second half just appear?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
That's shit. Like, weekends usually are, but more dire. Much more dire. Maybe I'll postpone my nap to unforeseen future.
Whoosh. I want to ask what project she has and what are these apocalyptic consequences, but she walks back into the art classroom.
Since you have nothing to do, would you give me a hand? This paint can doesn't fit in my bag, but I need it.
She kicks slightly at a huge can of paint that's lying on the floor next to the table she was sitting and sleeping on.
No one you accuse, mate. Come on.
It lets out a dull clang. Being the gentleman I am, I naturally pick it up.
Then, as the handicapped
Heavy.
person I am, I break down.
Yeah, sure. Where do you need to take it?
Let me interrupt you!
Oh, this episode's way too long. Whoops. End.